permission to prepare the courtroom for use of demonstrative?
Of course.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
Go ahead. As for the state, if you'd like to reposition yourself to see, feel free.
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon, or morning still, I suppose. Would you introduce yourself to the jury, spelling your last name for the record?
Good morning. My name is Jackie D. Hunter, that is Hunter. But in print, you may recognize me as J.D. Hunter.
Print. What do you do, Miss Hunter?
Well, I'm a graduate student of journalism, but this year I've been awarded an internship with the Midlands Voice, which is the top circulation free newspaper in the state. So I'm back in Midlands this year, interning with the Voice.
How did you come to intern for the Voice?
I have wanted to be an investigative journalist ever since my mom did a piece on human trafficking. She's such a strong and inspiring woman, and that's what motivated me to put in the hours and earn my internship at the Voice.
Where did you work before the Voice?
Before that, I was an undergrad, and I worked at Proctor World Amusement Park.
For how long?
For a little over 3 summers, starting 2009 until the beginning of the 2012 season.
And what kind of work did you do at Proctor World?
I had a multitude of responsibilities. I worked on the cleanup crew my first year, and then I worked multiple drives at the park, and eventually I moved on to work drive maintenance. I have seen every corner of Proctor World.
Let's talk about some of the folks that work there with you. Do you know Whit Bowman?
Yes, I know Whit. I have a bit of a sweet tooth, and Whit would always bring me cookies, which was really nice of her.
Did you know Cameron Poole?
Yes, Cameron joined in 2012. He was not particularly loquacious, so I did not know him very well.
Ms. Hunter, in your time at Proctor World, did you ever observe any employee breaking park rules?
The employees were always up to shenanigans. They would talk each other in and out to get overtime, and some of them would even grab wristbands from the park to give to their families and friends.
Did you ever observe Miss Bowman do any of this?
Objection, Your Honor. I would check evidence.
May I respond, Your Honor? Under Rule 404A2A, the defense is allowed to proffer character evidence of the defendant.
May I be heard, Your Honor?
Yes, and Mr. Gooding, if you could just step to the side so I can see Mr. Williams. Yes, go ahead, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. They sign the form to offer character evidence, but they cannot do so to show action and conformity therewith. We're trying to say that because Ms. Bowman didn't steal wristbands in the past, that she wouldn't in today's case, Your Honor. That is propensity evidence, and it's not admissible.
May I be heard on that matter, Your Honor?
Yes, and how is this just not propensity evidence?
Your Honor, it's showing Miss Bowman's honesty. But it is in fact propensity evidence. There is an exception to the propensity evidence rule. That is that the defense may offer it of the defendant.
Mr. Williams, isn't the issue really whether it is a pertinent character trait of the defendant? I mean, is this not a pertinent character trait of the defendant that's being offered by the defense after having been given proper notice?
Your Honor, we do not feel that stealing sometimes or not stealing in the past is a pertinent character trait. We believe that the defense trying to use this testimony, Your Honor, to show that Ms. Bowman did steal before and therefore wouldn't steal in today's case, Your Honor, and that's not admissible.
Your Honor, we're using it to show that despite widespread dishonesty in the park, Ms. Bowman remained honest. It is both relevant and admissible today.
I think under those circumstances, it is both relevant and admissible, so I'll overrule the objection. Mr. Williams, certainly on cross-examination, you're free to get into that if you'd like, but I'll overrule the objection.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Hunter, did you ever observe Ms. Bowman do any of the things you just testified about?
No, I never did.
Did you observe any other rule breaking at Proctor World?
Not really, but Cameron would often joke about stealing cash from the till. I mean, a lot of us made that joke.
Did you ever observe Ms. Bowman make jokes like that?
No, in fact, she looked very uncomfortable when anyone made such jokes.
Did you ever see Ms. Bowman do anything dishonest?
No, I never did.
Ms. Hunter, you mentioned you were a journalist. Have you ever written any articles about Proctor World?
One of the first pieces of investigative journalism that I wrote was an expose about the employees working this ride incorrectly, and drivers getting sick as a result.
Do you know how to operate any of the park's rides?
As I mentioned, I worked multiple rides at the park my second year, so I was familiar with some of them.
Which ones?
Serendipitously, I worked both the rides that Rick worked, the Mind Eraser, which was her regular ride, and the Tunnel of Terror.
What type of controls did these rides have?
They were both control panels.
Were the controls on these two panels different?
They were very different.
Would you recognize photographs of them if I showed them to you?
Yes, I would, yes.
Your Honor, let the record show that I'm approaching opposing counsel with Defense Exhibit A.
It will.
And may I retrieve State's Exhibit 1 from the bench?
Yes, sir. And exhibit 2 here, and
I apologize, Your Honor, it is 2 then.
it is 2 then.
Thank you. May I approach the witness?
Yes, sir.
And Your Honor, I plan to tender via demonstrative momentarily. Would you like a courtesy copy?
Please.
Ms. Hunter, do you recognize the two photographs I just handed to you?
Yes, I do.
What is State's Exhibit 2?
This is the control panel of the Tunnel of Terror,
And what is Defense Exhibit A?
the control panel of the Mind Eraser.
Is that a fair and accurate representation of that second exhibit?
Yes, it is.
Defense moves Exhibit A into evidence, Your Honor.
Response?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, it will be received in evidence.
May the witness step down to make use of the demonstrative that publishes this?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Hunter, you can leave your seat. And may I tender these documents to them?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Hunter, are these enlarged versions of the photographs we were just talking about?
Yes, they are.
What's the most prominent feature of the Tunnel of Terror control panel?
Well, I would say it's this big blue lever right here. It's the one thing that we are not supposed to touch. And ironically, it's also the largest and the most exposed function on the control panel. There's not even a protective casing around it to prevent the employees from accidentally hitting it. It was an accident waiting to happen.
What does that lever do?
Oh, it engages the blackout mode.
What's blackout mode?
It basically causes the lights on the right to shut down, but the right cars still keep moving.
Ms. Hunter, this is a two-dimensional photograph. How tall is that lever in reality?
It protrudes about 4 or 5 inches off of the control panel.
Is this photograph to scale?
It is not. It is about 8 inches wide. It could fit in your palm.
Ms. Hunter, where is that lever located on the control panel?
The bottom right-hand corner, as you can see.
What's located in the bottom right-hand corner of the Mind Eraser?
The stop and start buttons.
Which of these two rides did you indicate Ms. Bowman usually worked?
It was a Mind Eraser.
So where is the stop button located on the ride Ms. Bowman usually worked?
The same place as the blackout mode lever on the control panel of the Tunnel of Terror.
Ms. Hunter, are you familiar with the layout of Rocker World?
I am, yes.
Permission to make use of the second demonstrative, Your Honor?
Yes.
Ms. Hunter, what is the jury looking at?
This is the map of Rocker World that the park uses.
Let the record reflect I'm handing the witness a marker.
Will.
Would you indicate for the jury where the park's ticket booth is located?
The ticket booth is located at the main entrance. You see this tiny box right here.
Ms. Hunter, is there a security station by that main entrance?
It's the main point of ingress and egress of the park. Yeah, security station right about here.
Besides that main entrance, is there any way in or out of Rocker World?
You know, Mr. Longsheet constructed a 15-foot chain link fence with no emergency exits. So the only way in and out of the park was the main entrance and one other exit. It was the employee's exit door, which was located inside this ride.
Is there security located by that exit?
No.
Ms. Hunter, you may resume your seat.
Thank you.
And I'll take that from you, ma'am. I have no further questions, Your Honor, and would inquire of opposing counsel whether